This is our senator, our constituents.
First, let me thank you all for being out here tonight. It's an extraordinary rainbow of human beings in a circumstance where we want to celebrate humanity. And the only way you can celebrate humanity is if you had the rainbow of human beings. The art came from their inside, not their external intellectual values, but somehow it translated to history, a moment, a place, a time that tells us a story. And when you come here, for those who are from Philadelphia, we know we have some tension with our communities that people will describe. Some folks have been here a little longer than other folks, and there's some tension. This section is one of those areas, and I cannot tell you a more appropriate mural to be.
This new mural marks the culmination of a month-long artist residency with Roberto, and it's a cultural exchange. And we have done this often in the time that we've been mural arts. We've had different artists come from parts of the world, and that's always been an extraordinary experience, as this one has been.
It's really a pleasure for me to be here. The Mural Arts Philadelphia program in many ways defines who we are in the city, and it's a point of pride for us in the city of Philadelphia. It defines us in our diversity, which is celebrated in its murals, and in our local history, and in our sense of belonging to our neighborly communities.
It is that time when we introduce the artist. We'd like to a Philadelphia welcome for Roberto Mamani.
Llegar a este momento es como un parto prematuro, porque es la desesperación de que la guagua salga bien, ¿no? La simpleza de los colores, los símbolos importantes de cada comunidad, pues la tenemos dentro nuestros genes, dentro nuestro ser. Pues esa es la vida, ¿no? Ser felices, y los colores son la alegría a la vida. Es un arte sin puertas, sin entradas, sin boletos, es para todos, como decían. Así que pues a todos estos amigos, nuevos amigos, a Filadelfia, que me ha abierto el corazón y que pues es uno de los murales más grandes que también he pintado. Quería uno más grande, pero creo que con esto ya es para empezar. Ya la próxima haremos otros más contundentes y fuertes. Toda la energía de los Andes. Quiero que me digan a decir Hayaya, quiere decir for life, por la vida. Hayaya, Filadelfia, Hayaya por el mundo. Muchas gracias.
Our market is a celebration, and our market is our home. There's no other way that you can say it. It's a celebration of hope, love, connection, reconnection, artistry, like just the artistry and the intellectual sort of like what happens when you bring a group of diverse people together. You start to learn so much from each other, and you grow. You grow as individuals, but also as a community.
Hi, my name is Michelle Angela Ortiz. I'm a visual artist, community arts educator, and filmmaker, and I created the Our Market project in 2019 as an investment back to my community in the 9th Street Market, one of the oldest outdoor markets in the United States. The intention for the Our Market project is for it to be a multi-year, multi-layered public art project that creates creative strategies for the people in the market. This includes produce vendors, residents, property owners, business owners, and finding ways to support through these creative strategies all of the people that make our market thrive so that we can move together and progress together in the future of what is the market. Finding ways to support my community. This is the neighborhood that I was born and raised in and still continue to live. I'm a child of immigrants, and my mother worked in the market for 25 years. And not only did she invest her own time, physical time and labor into the market, but also her emotional labor as well, right? Her emotional, energy in this market. And like my family, as well as many other immigrant families or families that have moved into the 9th Street area, a lot of the people that are there exemplify the immigrant experience. They represent folks that come into the United States and are trying to build a better life for their families. And so I am a part of that story. And for me, doing the project and creating the project was not just in honor of my mother and her physical and emotional labor that she's poured into this place that I call home, that I've called home for 40 plus years, but also an investment back into my community, as I see this work as a love letter to the market. I organized the Our Market Block Party really to create a moment of joy and connection in a space where we're constantly working. I felt that it was really important to create these moments of joy where we can find each other beyond our role as a worker and be able to really connect with one another through food, through music, and just really honor ourselves and honor ourselves and see ourselves as a community. Creating moments of joy and celebration is really important in my community. And mostly because the people that are working in the market are, from 3 o'clock in the morning till 4 p.m. They're out there on the hottest days, on the coldest days. And there are very few moments to actually have time for connection, have time to celebrate, have time to just see one another. So that's one of the reasons why I created the block party, as a way to not just share the stories that we had collected. There were a number of story sessions that we did in the summer, but the block party in itself was a way to support local vendors, to have music, to highlight local performers, but also just to have a space where we are in community with one another, right? Eating, connecting, and finding ways to just see ourselves beyond our role as workers, right? And so I think moments of celebration are really important, especially when there are so many obstacles and struggles that we have to deal with. And to create these moments of joy and celebration is a way of resisting, right? Is a way of resisting and existing, right? A way that we are kind of refueling our energy in order to, jump over the hurdles that are presented.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Blair Mushala, and this is From Every Angle. Today, on this episode, we're talking about celebration. With us, we have Fleischer, a community organization, to talk about celebrating Dia de los Muertos. With us, we have my translator, Leticia, here with me, and we'll just start off the interview. Okay.
Okay.
So, can you provide a brief overview of what Dia de los Muertos is, and for people who may not be familiar with it?
Que digan brevemente qué es el Día de los Muertos para gente que no sabe la celebración.
Bueno, Día de los Muertos es una celebración que tenemos muy arraigada en México. Viene de nuestros ancestros prehispánicos, lo cual transformamos y movemos con la migración a Estados Unidos, que es ahora. Es una celebración muy íntima con nuestros ancestros. Es una celebración familiar, es una celebración comunitaria, donde se mueven muchos elementos, los cuales son esenciales para formar un altar. Un altar significa la comunicación con alguien que ya se fue y está en otro plano. Esa es una manera íntima de recibirlo una vez más, recordándolo.
El Día de los Muertos, para los que no saben, no es adorar a la muerte, sino es celebrar la muerte en sí. Porque nosotros los mexicanos, en nuestra cultura, creemos que después de muerto pasan a una mejor vida, a otro nivel. Y eso es lo que nosotros celebramos, porque muere el cuerpo, pero no muere su espíritu, su alma. Así que son dos cosas muy diferentes. No le celebramos a la muerte, sino celebramos la muerte en sí, que murió y pasó a otra mejor vida.
Yes, Day of the Dead is a very important celebration in Mexico, honoring our pre-Hispanic cultures, and because we migrated to the United States, we brought that tradition with us. In Mexico, it's a very intimate family and community celebration. We all have the altar, which is a means of communication with people who passed away, but we want to remember them. Very important, the misconception about the Day of the Dead is that we don't worship death. What we do is we honor the afterlife. We believe it's just the body that dies, but not our soul. Our soul goes to another plane, and that's what we celebrate on the Dia de los Muertos.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for each of your answers, and thank you so much for the translation. The next question is, what inspired you to start hosting events for Dia de los Muertos? What inspired you to want to get into the community and help people learn more about this event?
¿Qué les inspiró a ustedes para participar en el Día de los Muertos y que participe más la comunidad?
Para nosotros nos inspira más que nada nuestra propia familia, la intimidad que tenemos con los nuestros abuelos, nuestras mascotas, nuestros seres más queridos, hasta las personas con las que trabajamos y fuimos agradecidos. Es una tradición, lo cual también te comentaba, que es la intimidad que tenemos para seguir recordando la vida y el legado que nos dejaron las personas que se fueron y que están en otro plano. Para seguir con esto, hacemos comunicación y creemos que la cultura y las tradiciones son importantes en nuestra comunidad para seguir con nuestros jóvenes, seguir la cultura, que no se pierda. Si perdemos nuestra historia, si perdemos la tradición de los Días de Muertos, perdemos nuestra historia, nuestra identidad. Y queremos también compartirla con muchas comunidades que no conocen nuestra tradición. Por eso es que hacemos uso de muchas, de lo nuestro, de lo de que es nuestra tierra, para poder seguir prevaleciendo ahora en la actualidad.
Thank you.
Es lo mismo, para mí es mi familia, que es lo más importante, es transmitirles o enseñarles una tradición muy importante a mis hijos, a una nueva generación, una generación que pues estamos aquí en este país y está creciendo, no la está viendo realmente cómo es que nosotros la vivimos en nuestra niñez. Tratamos de enseñarles un poquito de nuestras tradiciones a nuestros hijos y a otras comunidades.
Our main inspiration for both of us is our family. It's just as I mentioned before, is the intimate celebration, and we want to remember the lives who those who passed to another plane. What we want to do is to preserve our culture, our traditions, because if you lose your history, you lose your identity. And it's very important for both of us to teach that to our children, to the young people, so they know their roots. We are aware it's different. They won't know how we celebrate it in Mexico, but at least they will know it, and we want to share it with all the communities in Philadelphia.
That is extremely beautiful. I could definitely see myself participating in something like this just to learn more. I feel like more people should take that into consideration, which leads me to my next question. I wanted to ask, what is the significance of the altars, and how do you guys incorporate that into your event? And with Dia de los Muertos and celebrating the life that was before you, what is the power in that you could share?
Sí, nos hablan ahora de la importancia del altar, del poder del altar como medio de comunicación con los demás, y qué rol juega el altar en el Día de Muertos.
Bueno, el altar de Día de Muertos viene siendo la manifestación de los elementos del aire, de la tierra. Es lo que nos dejaron nuestros ancestros. Hay ciertos elementos como el viento, la flor, la comida, que forman un altar. En lo que es México, no todo se celebra en forma de escalón. Es en la tierra, lo que ofrece tu tierra. Si eres de la costa, te ofreces plátanos, cocos, ofreces comida que es muy típica de la región. En este caso, nuestro altar tiene 9 niveles, y nuestro altar significa los 9 niveles que tú tienes que pasar hacia el otro plano, lo cual lleva muchos elementos, los cuales la maestra Joaquina nos dirá, pero es una forma íntima, regreso a lo mismo, es una forma íntima de poner la imagen de nuestros seres queridos, notas, cuentos, libros, poemas, lo que nos hace esa conexión con ellos. No importa un platito de croquetas, un platito de agua para nuestras mascotas. Entonces es una manera diferente de expresión en un altar, lo cual es válido. Tú puedes ofrendar algo en tu mesita con tus flores, y es muy sencillo, y no es menos por eso, sino que enaltece el amor, lo que tú quieres seguir haciendo una tradición familiar.
Sí, si nos hablas también del tema del altar de este año, Joaquina.
Ok, el tema del altar de este año va a ser los 4 elementos, que es fuego, tierra, aire y agua, ¿no? Agua, son los 4 elementos. Cada año se trata de un tema diferente según el artista, y hoy este año los artistas decidieron arraigar un poquito de lo que es más la cultura, y por eso es que decidieron el tema de los 4 elementos, y con eso es que estamos trabajando con la comunidad, con los talleres, haciendo, por ejemplo, a mí en particular estoy trabajando con la comunidad haciendo lo que son velas, que es uno de los 4 elementos, que es fuego. Pero hay otros compañeros que están trabajando acerca de hacer flores, que también es lo mismo, que viene de la tierra, es parte de un elemento. Y las artistas van a trabajar con lo que es el aire y los elementos restantes. Pero también quería compartir algo muy importante en el altar, se pone, como es un día muy importante que se supone que nosotros creemos que vienen nuestros seres queridos a visitarnos, lo más importante es que en el altar, además de todo lo que les gustaba, los esperamos con mucha alegría, los esperamos con comida, los esperamos con, incluso a veces hasta ropa les poníamos en el altar, se les pone en el altar. Y lo más importante es que cada familia tiene su propia representación de lo que es poner el altar. Por eso es que cada año nosotros aquí, cada artista tiene su propia representación de lo que es el altar.
Yes, it's very important to convey that when we set the altar, it expresses mainly the earth. There are many elements you can include on the altar, including the food and everything. There are 9 levels that we believe that the soul goes by on the altar, but mainly it's what the earth gives us. For example, if you live in the coast, you can have bananas, coconuts, food, and some people just put also something for their pets that they pass away.
Beautiful.
So we have all the. This year, the altar has a theme, as in previous years. This is the 11th year that Fleischer has the altar. And this year is Ivonne, one of the artists, and the other one is Erika. And they're working with Joaquina. They work in tandem to have the elements of the main theme, which is the 4 elements: air, water, fire, and earth. And so it's very important also that you put the food that the deceased liked, and each family has their own unique way to celebrate.
Oh, that's
the
so
altar.
beautiful. Thank you so much. Those are
Yes,
very
yes.
beautiful answers. I think it kind of gives like a different perspective on death, life and death, and how you can continue to celebrate and give back to your family even after they aren't with you presently. I think it's a very, very beautiful event. I love the idea of the altars. And it made me want to think, we have a few minutes left, so I wanted to ask, what other traditions, such as the altars, do you guys practice on Dia de los Muertos?
Si nada más quedan pocos minutos para el programa, por favor, si nos dicen qué otras tradiciones van unidas al Día de Muertos. Aparte del altar, ¿qué más hay para celebrar el Día de Muertos?
Para celebrar el Día de Muertos tenemos un recorrido comunitario, lo cual se van uniendo las personas que viven en las calles y eso tiene a unir toda esta celebración. También hay el punto de reencuentro donde está el altar y donde está el santuario. Ahí también hay comida, lo cual no nada más es de un solo lado, sino vienen varias personas de la comunidad y traen sus delicias. Hay artesanía, hay arte, hay comunidad, hay baile, hay música y eso lo hace más unido, es una fiesta que se comparte y así es en nuestros estados, así es en nuestros lugares de origen. Entonces también hacemos actividad para niños, para adultos y también se hace el recorrido con elementos como la Catrina o la Llorona que hace la comunidad y las velas de la maestra Joaquina.
Este año vamos a recorrer también con las velas que estamos trabajando.
So Fleischer celebration includes a procession. We're including a procession to unify all the communities around the organization. There's all going to be food. There's going to be the altar, which is in the Fleischer Sanctuary. And here in Philadelphia, how we celebrate it with crafts, art, music, dance, and as we stated before, it's a shared celebration. In this procession, the unique element are the candles that Joaquina's workshop was dedicated to making these huge candles.
Oh, wow. That's
and
fun.
it's part of the procession.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Well, I want to thank you all both for being here and helping us learn a little more about Dia de los Muertos. Now that I know this is something that I feel like a lot of community members will be interested in. I hope that, you know, the viewers watching have taken something from you and from your time and from your answers. So thank you again. And thank you, Leticia, for translating.
And just briefly, it's going to be Saturday, October 28th. If you want more information, you can visit the website, fleischer.org.
Okay. Thank you so much. Once again, my name is Blair Mushala. This has been From Every Angle. Please tune in for new episodes soon, and we'll see you soon. Thank you again.